The most effective study technique. Yes, Harvard University did a study and they made a list of 100 productivity hacks, which is also including for study tips. And the number one in that 100 list was time boxing. In this video, we will learn what is time boxing, how you can use time boxing for your exam preparation, and most importantly, we will make a sample time box which you can implement right after watching this video. Just in case you're new to the channel, I'm Company Secretary Alok, and we are here to make sure that you become a company secretary. One common question all students ask is, sir, we are not able to study because the syllabus is a lot and we have very little time. Time is the biggest enemy when it comes to CS exam preparation. We have so much to study, but we don't know how to study that within time, and very often students waste a lot of time, and this technique will make sure that you don't have to lose that time. So what is this time boxing and how can we make use of it? It is a simple time management tool, right? And what you do is you fix a block of time. Instead of saying I will study 2 chapters today, I will study 3 pages today. We are not going by chapters or pages, but we are going by time. The real asset which you really have is time. What you really have is time, and how effectively you use the time is the time boxing. So what you do is that you're not finishing the task, but you're giving time for a particular task and ensuring that in that time you are using it effectively. For example, study business law for 40 minutes should be your goal, and not saying I will study this chapter or this page or this topic. It is all about time. So what are the important things? Study structure will be there, the sessions will be structured, you are having a single task focus, and most importantly you have a sense of urgency because in that time you have to do it and your brain actually does it. So what is time boxing and how can you actually do it? It increases the productivity. I'll also show you how you can do it. It reduces your procrastination, which is a very big problem, especially with social media. Everybody is just going with reels and not really studying. I have so many students who say that, sir, I feel like studying, and I'll tell, okay, let me watch reels on Instagram for 5 minutes or YouTube shorts for 10 minutes, but then that will become 1 hour, 2 hour. That is the kind of addiction that we are facing in today's society. So to beat that, this time boxing is actually very useful. You have a consistency in the routine, you are more focused, and more importantly, you can take the breaks where required in a proper manner. So how do we do it? What are the steps for this time boxing? So the first thing is called as brain dump. So what is this brain dump? Let us look at an actual sheet over here. So this is a time box sheet. This is something which you can use your simple rough notebook or a paper and use it. Try to use a book, because in the same book every day you can do this. So you just write here the top priorities, then you go for your brain dump, the time, subject and chapters. So why say first is brain dump? So brain dump means what are all the things that you're going to study on that day. So let us say in company law you study this, and let us say in CMSL you study something else, and ECIP, whatever is your subjects you have. If you are in professional, you have ESG. So in that, don't simply write the subject name like I have done here, but write what is the specific thing in the subject you want to study for the day. It need not be 4 or 5 subjects. It can even be just one single subject, but you have to write down exactly what you want to do for that day. Let us say you have here 7 points you want to do for the day. You can also include even your personal things, not just relating to studies, overall how you plan your day, right? Then if you see here, that is brain dump, then you go for prioritizing. So in the brain dump you have 7 things. Priorities, top priorities. So today at any cost, what is the thing which I have to do? 3 things, 1, 2, 3. This way you will know that, okay, there are 7 things I want to do, but in that the 3 are most important are these. So you need to do that first and not the other smaller tasks. We usually, what do? We know what is important for the day, but we start with something easy. We are procrastinating, we are pushing things. This happens with everyone, not just as a student. Even while we are working, this happens. So how do we tackle this problem is the question. So after you brain dump, you prioritize, then you estimate the time for the task. So if you say that I'm going to study company law this chapter, maybe it requires 3 hours. So don't tell 1 hour. At the same time, don't tell 5 hours. Do this for 3-4 days, you will know exactly how much time you want. But initially you may be off the mark a bit, but that is okay. Then choose that block and breaking the pattern. So what do you do? So this is the thing. Then you write here. So for example, 6 a.m. Of course, nowadays nobody gets up so early. Very few people get up. So I'll make it 8 a.m. because everybody is telling me in students that they are watching their mobile phone and it goes to night 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. So you can't get up so early. So let's say somebody gets up at 8. So 8, then 9, so 10. So till you sleep, write all the time. So let us say this is 10 p.m. So from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. you have the entire day listed out. Then let us say 10 to 11. So this is the block. So in this block, this first priority, whatever you have, you write that subject. So I'll just write, for example, SBIL or anything, whatever is your subject, and the topic, not just subject, the specific topic you'll do. Then let us say here you're going to take a break. So put that half an hour break. Then again, what is your, so like that for your entire day, start putting it, the time, subject and chapter. So if it is break, instead of subject, you just write break or lunch or dinner, whatever is it like that. So this way you know what you have to do throughout the day. And another simple thing is, all of you have a mobile phone. In that, go to your Google Calendar, which is a free app. In the Google Calendar also you can type these things if you don't want a piece of paper. I would always recommend a notebook where you write this and you tick it, and you can have a simple clock watch where you track the time. But if you feel no, all that is too much work, use a simple Google Calendar on your mobile phone where you block your time. That is how everybody does at work. They block their meetings, they block their time to do a certain work. So that is how you can do it, right? So after you do that, next you make the blocks and schedule them into your day. Like I told you, prepare the right environment, means the way you are going to study, and execute one block at a time. So don't think, oh, what will I do in the evening? Just think of this time block or this time what you have to do. Don't worry about anything else in the future, not even about evening. And end of the day you review. So end of the day you see, okay, these were my brain dump, this was my top priorities, and during the day I had done this, and have I actually followed it or not. So when you do this every day, you have the top 3 priorities. Don't have more than 3. If you have, you can even have 10. So at that 10 you come in the brain dump, write all the things here, whatever you want, and top 3 you do, and focus, and then first schedule the time for the top 3. So put that time. So for example, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. 1 hour you'll do this. Then let us say 3 to 6, the time is there. So you're going to study another subject. So this way you track it along with your Google Calendar also. That is easier. And after you finish, you can just tick each thing which you have actually done. You will be surprised when you do this. Initial 2-3 days you will take time to get used to it, but once you do it, this will be very easy for you, and you will actually study in that time, because your brain knows that, okay, I need to study, I have blocked the time for this activity. So if Harvard University have done the study, and out of 100 productivity tips, this is number 1, definitely it works. We just have to use it. We don't have to do any further research, we just have to use it. And while using it, ensure that don't do overloading, means scheduling every single minute. Give enough breaks for yourself. Then treating a block like finish everything. No, block is basically progress and not for perfection. I have seen my own students, some of them have tried this, and they say that earlier we used to study effectively just 2-3 hours, and now it is definitely more than 4 to 5 hours, because we know that we are going to study, because we have made that time box and we have only put it. Nobody else is telling us to do it, right? And most important, don't count the hours, count block by block. So every day your success should be, have you completed the blocks? So build the consistency, master your syllabus. This is the most effective study technique the most effective productivity technique. So please do use it. Let us know if you have any questions, and you will definitely get better results. Also tell us how you felt after using it. Come to the comments and leave a opinion what you have based on the experience you had. All the best for your exam, and please do use time boxing to study more in less time. Thank you.